Welcome to Partnering with Families, Establishing Meaningful Relationships, Section 1, Part 2 of Interrupting Expulsion. What do families need to be successful? When building relationships with families, we must first establish who it is we are talking about when we use the word family, and the role each member plays. When partnering with families, inclusion is key. A child's community outside the classroom can be a vital asset to their success within the classroom. Families are diverse and multifaceted. They come in many forms, and members' roles can vary. Understanding who is counted in this community and the connective role each member has to the child in your care is an important first step to building strong relationships. Building strong relationships. Key components in relationship building are strategies, expectations, partnership, and communication. Strategies: phone call, text message, email, newsletter, or in person. When considering strategies, think about what has worked well in the past and what has not. Remember, when it comes to communication, one size does not fit all. You will need to tailor these strategies to meet each family's individual needs. For instance, email may not work for families that have little to no internet access, and written word may not be as effective if the family's home language differs from your own. In some cases, multiple strategies may be useful. Strategies may also need to change over time, as the needs and situations can shift. Expectations. What are you expecting of families? What can families expect of you? Discuss with families expectations and norms for your classroom community. Where can they expect to drop off and pick up? What are materials and clothing items that may be needed, such as blankets or cuddle items for rest time, rain gear or spare clothing for outdoor play, a lunch bag and water bottle? Talk to families about your classroom schedule and when they should be expected for change. What responsibilities you and the program will own, and where you are relying on family partnerships. Partnership. Work with families should be collaborative. Remember, children learn best when there is continuity between home and school. Invite families to be a part of goal setting. Discuss what is happening at school and at home for students in your care. Work with families when possible to facilitate strategies for learning. Keep in mind that while you may know the child best in the academic setting, it is the family that is the most familiar with the child's home life and can offer valuable insight to your student's temperament and needs. Your partnership should be reflective, not only in the way you plan and communicate with families, but also in the classroom environment itself. Students should be able to see themselves reflected in the materials and items you choose to create the classroom setting. Communication. Not all families have the same access to time, resources, or information, so it is important that we are communicating in ways that are relevant and meaningful to them. We discussed ways to communicate with strategies. Now let us focus on what to communicate. Some families feel reassured when they can track every detail of their child's day, and for other families, too much information sharing can feel overwhelming. Becoming familiar with the families you serve can help you understand where it is they fall on the scale. Be conscious of the content you are delivering, as well as how this can make the family view their child and your program. Nobody wants a constant flood of bad news, and no one wants to be left in the dark about their child either. If a child has a tough day, let the family know, while highlighting past successes as well. Think about it. When we approach our work with families as a partnership, how might children in our care benefit? The role of empathy. The goal is to create a relationship with shared power that will positively impact the child. By building strong relationships with families, where the well-being of the child is at the center, we can move from the role of authoritative to allyship and create a partnership beneficial to the family, the child, and ourselves. Authenticity matters. Give time to share your authentic self. Listen to and communicate back concerns and successes. Collaborate with families on goals and outcomes. Take time to incorporate families' cultural identities in the classroom. Invite families to take part in the classroom community. Learn about families' interests outside of the classroom. Children and families need to know that you are sincere and that you are invested in the relationship. Authenticity matters because the work we do as educators is personal, and families are entrusting us with their child's safety and well-being. Allow families to see you as a person and not just their child's teacher, while remembering they are also human. Explore and work to remove barriers that may be impairing connections, such as implicit biases. Let's review. Strategies. Meet families' needs. Consider mediums and frequency. Fit to lifestyle. Incompatibilities. Expectations. Family needs from you and your needs from family. Partnership. Is the work reciprocal? Are contributions visible? Communication. Are check-ins happening along the way? Is there a steady flow of information? Thanks for joining me on our session, Partnering with Families. I hope you'll join us for more discussion.